Hi everyone, I'm back again with another video. I decided to do it today since tomorrow I won't be able to use my phone. School's almost over, at least that's good. I'm still trying to watch some of my anime, but I'm also thinking about writing something and doing all my assignments, trying to hand them in on time, so yeah. Today will be a My Hero Academia Season 4 review. Yes, I finally finished it. I know, I'm lazy. So, Season 4 starts off right after Class 1A goes up against Mirio. All of them lose. So, the next day, we see Twice encounter a new guy and he's like, hey, I'm part of a League of Villains. You wanna join in? He's like, alright, I got nothing else to do. So he takes him. Back at UA, Aizawa was like, I'm here to inform you all about work studies. And all of them were like, what's this? And then one of them's like, it's kind of like the internships we had, but instead of us just being there, we get to be sidekicks for, like, agencies. And they're all just like, okay. As everyone is thinking about what agencies to go to, Midoriya goes to talk to All Might. As he goes, Midnight explains, oh, he went for a jog. Go, go see him. I'm pretty sure he could give you a good guy. As Midoriya catches up, he asks All Might about agencies. And then All Might's like, I guess you could go your work study at Sir Night, my previous sidekick. We learned that Sir Night and All Might were that Sir Night was All Might's sidekick when he was a hero. Then after one battle, All Might still decided to be the #1 hero, the symbol of peace. Night says, if you keep doing this, if you keep being a hero, doing something reckless, you're gonna experience a fate. The reason I'm telling you this is because I don't want you to die. All Might still goes. That's when they stop being partners. Deku then questions about Sir Night, like, how far did this quirk go? All Might's like, probably 7 years in the future, I guess. When I heard that, I'm like, oh, this guy's good. After that, Mirio talks to Midoriya and says, hey, I'm working at Sir Night's agency. Wanna come with me? As he goes there, we hear that Night will only accept Midoriya for his work studies if he can get the stamp away from him and stamp it on his own. Midoriya activates One for All and keeps trying to get it. Then we learn Sir Night quirk, Foresight. He's able to see into the future of that person just by looking at him. He then shows like, oh, you're doing this like Gran Torino, and then he says, you weren't even ready to inherit. You weren't ready to inherit One for All. He should have given it to Mirio. He would have been a way better user than you. As he does that, the whole minute passes, and then Night looks around and sees that he didn't even damage any All Might merchandise. He dodged all of it. He then he stands the paper and says, okay, whatever, I'll take you in for my work studies already. Back to the League of Villains, we see that Twice brought the guy over to where their new hideout is, which is an abandoned warehouse. He then explains how he's like, if you guys are this small, I don't think any of you are powerful. I think I should be the new leader. Magna charges him with a club. The guy just does a little scratch on him and he's dead. Nothing. Mr. Compress goes after him next and tries to activate his quirk. Something hits him and he's like, oh, what the heck? I can't activate my quirk. What's going on? Then we see a bunch of others with the same mask, or like disguises. He then explains, my name is Chisaki. If you ever want to cooperate with me, here's my card. So now, Shigaraki is thinking, should I actually team up with this guy, or should I not? As for the other work studies, Sir Nine gives a picture of Mirio, Deku, and Bubble Girl a picture of him. He says this is Shisaki. He's part of a gigantic organization that we have no intel on right now. Mirio and Deku go on patrol. Then we learn that Mirio's hero name is Lemillion. Basically, order to save a million, I guess. At least that's what I heard in Japanese. Correct me if I'm wrong. As they keep patrolling, we see a little girl run and accidentally bump into Deku. And as Deku is about to pick her up, we see, you guessed it, Shisaki. Sorry, I'm getting messages. And then, as she holds on to Deku, Deku starts asking, why does she have bandages on? He's like, oh, she was just playing a lot. And then he's like, how can she have bandages if she's just playing? Oh, she trips. I'm pretty sure with all that tripping or falling, I'm pretty sure she doesn't have this many bandages. As they keep questioning, Mirio's just like, sorry. Basically not trying to ask any questions, just trying to get them out of there because they don't know what he's capable of. As Overhaul starts to walk away, we see him take off his glove. The girl knows Eri and decides to let go of Deku and run because she knows over Shisaki's quirk. Sorry, I said his name. As they go back and meet up with Nine-Nine, they're like, they're like, Sir Nine-Nine, we ran into him. And they're like, and he's like, you guys didn't do anything, did you? They explain what Deku did, basically asking questions, and it's like, okay, we'll regroup with this. Back at the dorms, Aizawa gets a message and says, Tokoyami, you have an internship at Hawks, would you like to take it? Tokoyami thinks it through as Kirishima and Uraka and Tsuyu are so looking for one. Kirishima can't find one for the chivalrous hero he was working for in Season 2. Uraka can't find one for Sir Gunhead, and Asui still can't look for one. Basically, no one can think of an agency. Oh, shoot. I forgot, like, at the beginning, people were trying to find out all my successors since he said now it's your turn. So, sorry, I forgot to mention it. It's just like, it was like one episode. So, yeah. As that goes, we later see the other people's agency. Kirishima is working with Fat Gum and one of the big three, Tayaki. I'm pretty sure I said his name wrong. So they're patrolling like usual, walking around, seeing, until one person points a gun at Fat Gum. Tayaki takes a hit and then tries to activate his quirk, but then he realizes, what? My quirk is activating, but I can't, like, use it, like, fully. As another shot is fired, Kirishima blocks it with his turning and bounces off. As we hear this, Kirishima goes after the guy. The guy activates his quirk, but it's not that strong. He barely causes a dent. Until he injects himself with something that makes his quirk way more powerful. And when Kirishima's blocking, he's like, I can't keep this up. This is not good. We then get a flashback to where they're all at the dorms talking about their ultimate moves. Kirishima's like, you guys are lucky. You guys could basically just use long-range attacks. I can't do anything. I just have to stay put, and that's it. Bakugo then tells him something, I totally forgot. Kirishima then makes his body harder than steel. Basically, that's what I'm saying it. And calls it Red Riot Unbreakable. Basically, not getting able to cut. He then beats the guy. It's then later realized that he can only use that form for like 30 to 40 seconds. After everyone thanks him, they go back and arrest the guy. Fat Gum then sees the bullet and says, this isn't natural. This isn't normal. A thing would just hurt you. It won't like reverse your quirk or whatever. Kirishima then gets a flashback where we see Mina. The next episode plays and we see Uraka and Tsuyu are at an agency with Najiri and Ryuka. I don't know her name. The dragon hero. After that, all of them are called to a major conference with pro heroes, the agencies, and they talk about all about Shisaki, saying we might have a little intel. I ran into one of the people at the store. As he was buying, he looks at the guy and sees where he's going, and he's saying, we know where they are now, but we don't know, like, if that's actually the direct place or if there are any other places involved with it. After the conference, Mr. Aizawa goes up to Uraka, Tsuyu, Deku, Kirishima, and the big three, and he's saying, if you guys want to come, I'm okay with it, but you guys have better got to keep yourself safe. I'm not going to be in charge of you, since we don't know what we're going up against. All of them agree to go, and they decide to go at night. So as everyone is asleep, Deku, Kirishima, Tsuyu, Uraka, Mirio, Tayaki, and Najiri all get a message saying, come on, let's go. As all of them put on their hero costumes, Deku and Mirio are only focused on one thing, which is getting Eri safe and sound. As they arrive at the house, they then start thinking of a plan. As they go, one of the Shisaki attack everyone. Everyone else runs away, runs inside to go in. Night Eye knows like the secret code and everything, and they all go downstairs. We then later see one of them. We see Overhaul's quirk, basically able to destroy anything and like reassemble it. We see one of the other we see one of the Shisaki inject himself. Goes into the walls and basically moves the place around. With all of this going on, no one's able to like, stay put. Except Mirio. He's able to go through walls and all that. Since his costume is made out of fabric of his. As he goes through, everyone starts going, different ways, trying to find, Just then, all the majors fall into a hole. We see 3 different people. Aizawa immediately beats them without using his quirk. And as they wake up, Tayaki is like, okay, stand back, I got this. Sorry. As they wake up, he starts using his quirk, Manifest. Basically, whatever he eats, he's able to, gain that thing. By eating squid, he's able to use a squid arm, clamshell, As he's doing good, the one with the bag wakes up and starts biting off. Then we later see all 3 of their backgrounds. One of them was basically rejected, the one with the blonde hair. The other one couldn't fit into society because of him eating. And the third one had crystal, which was turned out by his owner that it was fake. It wasn't real. All of them were treated differently, but Overhaul came to them and said, come with me, I will make you guys live a better life. As that happens, Tayaki's about to lose until he eats one of the diamonds of the guy and beats them all. During that fight, he remembers his background, how he really couldn't control his quirk very well, and how he met Mirio, that he was always cheerful and always saying, whatever, you're gonna be a good hero. All you have to do is, manage your quirk. Oh my god. As they keep walking up, Facom and Red Riot gets sunken by another hole. You meet Raga and another guy. Raga uses like fast-paced attacks. Fatgum and Red Riot block it. Fatgum is alright, but Kirishima is like bleeding. As Fatgum goes to punch him, his assistant puts up a barrier for him, saying, all you have to do is just hit them when they're defending and when he's gonna attack. I'm just gonna put on my barrier. You'll be fine. He then tells him, put down the barrier. I don't need it. I don't need your defense. I could do this by myself. During the fight, we later see Rappa's background, how he was a good person and that there was no challenger for him until Overhaul came. No matter how many times he went up, Rappa always lost to Overhaul. He kept losing. He couldn't beat him. Overhaul told him to join. During this, as Fatgum keeps, blocking, we see how Kirishima's background was. He knew his quirk, but he really couldn't manage it a lot. We later see that he and Mina went to the same school. And when they were reaching the end of their school years, Mina was applying for UA. So Kirishima was like, maybe I should apply there too. He then later sees how calm Mina was when a villain cornered two girls and she gave him directions to the police station. We later see how he got a scar that when he was like 4, he accidentally activated his skills when he was scratching his eye. And how he thought he could never be like his idol, Crimson Riot, until he sees a video thing that he never saw before, I think. He then later starts training and says to Mina that he's gonna be a hero. He takes a UA entrance exam and gets in. On the first day, Mina recognizes him but sees that he dyed his hair and gave himself a new hairstyle. Mina then says, like, oh, don't be scared, don't worry. Kirishima goes back to blocking Rappa's fast pace and so does Fatgum. As Kirishima's done, Fatgum hits him one more time with the guy's barrier up. Both of them are knocked out. Rappa then says, okay, there's probably a medical room down here. Let's take him in and, just wait. Mario is still going through walls. Deku, Sir Night-Eye, Rocklock, and other police are still going around. People are saying, Aizawa, can't you just use your quirk already? Aizawa then I could, but I have no idea where he is. Unless I actually know where he is, then I could activate my quirk. Just then, we later see that the guy's amplification is starting to wear off. He's like, oh my god, I can't keep this up anymore. He then creates a wall between Rocklock, Aizawa, and Deku. During that, we later see that Toga, one of the League of Villains, is there, along with Twice. We get a flashback saying how Shigaraki and Overhaul's talk about, he wants to be the next leader. Shigaraki's like, I don't know, if you're really okay with this right now, because you just come up and just say you did this. You killed one of my members, and you took another one of my members' arms off. I'm not sure I even want to, work with you right now. I'm not even sure about that. Shizaki Overhaul then says, okay, what about this? You give me 2 of your people, and if they say I'm good, you have to make me, I'm gonna be the new leader of your little League of Villains. Shigaraki goes back at another place and says, alright, Toga, Twice, you two are gonna be going to Overhaul's place for a while. You're gonna, work with him for a little and come back and, say if it's alright. If he does, he's gonna be the new leader. Toga is like, huh? How come I have to go? Why do I have to stay here? I don't want a new leader. I want you. Shigaraki then says, if you don't do it, I will kill you. I know he didn't say that, but mostly that's like my field of vision. As they go there, Deku breaks through a wall and sees that Rocklock is dead, and see that there's another one. Deku is like, okay, what's going on here? Rocklock says this clone just came out of nowhere and just attacked me. As Aizawa goes to it, he sees a knife wound and is like, wait, this has a knife wound. How come that one's alright? Aizawa then is like, oh wait, it's that one again. As Deku dodges, Toga gets rid of her quirk transformation. I think Aizawa used his quirk on her. And Toga's happy to see Deku again. As that is going on, twice as so dealing with others. I think one of the players shot a bullet through his costume and he's like, oh my god, I have to use my quirk, I have to split. As that goes on, Toga and Twice are now hiding, like, somewhere, as Aizawa finally sees the guy, uses his quirk, and he can no longer use it. Before that, Toga and Twice start like, making the guy mad by saying, oh, you guys aren't even that strong. You just always tell everyone to do your dirty work for you. He then loses it. Aizawa uses his quirk, and now we're back to Mirio. Basically, still trying to find Eri. As he runs into Overhaul, Eri, and the other guy, he easily beats them. Just like that. He basically just beats them, even when he's using his quirk. He then puts Eri in his cave and says, just stay here, you'll be fine. As he still goes, he still takes a little damage. Overhaul then notices what he's doing. He's protecting Eri, he's trying to keep her safe. Then he's like, wait, he can go through walls. Eri can't. So if we try to hurt Eri, he will have no choice but to go and save her. As they aim the final product at Eri, he shoots him. Mirio goes and takes the bullet for him. And takes the bullet. Right now he can no longer use his quirk because of Eri's. Eri's quirk is basically something she did not get from the mother or father part of the family. It's unknown what it is. All we know is that she can rewind quirks due to the bullets that they use. The final product basically gives them away. Basically takes it away. Deku and Sir Nine see Mirio, and Sir Nine is like, Deku, get Mirio and Eri out of here. I'll deal with Overhaul. I'll deal with him. I'll be alright. As this goes, Deku is like, Mirio, try to get Eri out of here. I'll try to back up Sir Nine. And Sir Nine and Deku are trying to, dodge Overhaul's attack. Aizawa uses his quirk on Overhaul. Overhaul is then like, how come I can't use my quirk anymore? Sorry, I had to crack my neck. Oh, I don't know, I'm tired. As that goes, one of the people tackles Aizawa, and Aizawa's like, I can't, I gotta blink. At the last second before Deku can hit him, he activates his quirk. As this keeps going on, Mirio is like, come on, Eri, almost out of here. He's basically like, almost dying right now. The guy Overhaul takes one of his minions and uses his quirk to make Eri respond, saying, is this what you want? These people just come here to save you. If you just come back, I promise you, I won't kill anyone. If you don't, I want to kill them. Do you want to see a person die again? As Eri comes back, he launches another, rock. As Sir Night Eye, takes it to the stomach, basically almost dying. As they're about to leave, Deku uses one for all 20%. And basically, Eri is saying, why are they doing this? Why are they coming here? Why are they trying to save me? Deku then says, I want to be your hero. Eri finally is okay with it, goes on Deku's back, and uses her quirk, which is mainly activated by the horn she has on her forehead. Deku hits Overhaul over the surface, and Deku is like, wait, what's going on? I used my quirk and I felt pain, but my legs are alright. What is going on? He then realizes Aries' quirk. Overhaul then says her quirk is rewind. She can rewind time of a person, a place. But the only problem about Aries' quirk is that she doesn't even know how to use it. We later see that Aries has been under Overhaul's care for, let's say, 2 to 3 years, and that he's been doing countless experiments on her just so that these bullets could actually rewind a person to make them not use their quirks at all. Deku then uses One for All 100% Infinity and finishes Overhaul. But Deku is about to basically die due to Eri not controlling her quirk. Aizawa uses his quirk, cancels it, Overhaul is defeated, and Eri is saved. Everyone else is taken to the hospital. As Overhaul is being taken away to prison, the League of Villains, Shigaraki, Spinner, and Dabi take down Overhaul's car and said, I knew you were incapable of it. He takes the final product and says, so this is the final product. Since you're going to jail, you don't need this anymore. We could take it. Overhaul is basically dead, and now Shigaraki is still the head of the League of Villains. Everyone is at the hospital. Kirishima, Deku, Uraka, Tsuyu, Facum, Tayaki, Mirio, Aries, even Sir Night Eye. Everyone's at the hospital recovering. As Deku goes to see Mirio, we hear Deku say I'm sorry, you can't use your quirk. If I could just give my quirk to you, Mirio's like, oh, don't need to. If Eri could learn how to control her quirk, she could use it on me again to where the point I'm able to use my quirk again. Don't worry. Naya is basically taken into extreme care, basically on the bridge of dying. After everyone is back at school, again, book reports, everyone was worried for them, and everything. After that, we learned that the school is doing a festival. Basically doing a play, anything. Everyone is giving in their opinions. A skit, cafe, crepe shop, mochi shop, Japanese food shop, everyone's giving in their things. Back at the dorms, Aizawa says, if you guys cannot decide by tomorrow, I'll be giving an online lecture. Basically, they're just gonna be on the stage while he lectures them in class. So all of them are just at the dorm rooms. They are just like, what are we even gonna do now? We got nothing. We don't know what to do. We have to decide on something. Todoroki's like, I got an idea. I don't know the name of the video, but I found this. Basically, it was a concert. Then everyone was just like, hey, we could do that. Commander was like, hey, Shiro, you mind lending us your instruments for this? Jiro then finally decides, and they all do it. Bakugo and Todoroki go back to their rooms since they have training for the promotional exams tomorrow. The next day rolls around. Todoroki and Bakugo leave with Mike and Aizawa. And no, Mike and All Might. As they get there, we meet the whirlwind guy, Yanusha. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name. And Cammy, who was there but then left. Bakugo then starts an argument with the meatball guy since he failed the first part of the exam. As they go there, Todoroki and Inusha are trying to bond. As they all get there, we later see Gang Orca teaching everyone else, like, okay, Bakugo, Inusha, Todoroki and Kami, come with me. They go to the other side of the gym and says, before you're able, you all pass the first part, but the second part is actually caring for people. For that, he brings a bunch of kindergartners from the other class. Basically, they're talking to the students saying, oh, what's this, what's that, what's that, what's this. As they all talk, the teacher then says, yeah, there's something you should know about these kids. They have quirks, but they actually think they are better than the real heroes themselves. We later see how all of them are basically attacking Inusha, Kami, Bakugo, and Todoroki. Bakugo's just like, alright, that's it. Come at me. As all of them are basically just like, using the quirks. Kami activates her quirk, which is a glamour, basically creating illusions for a little period of time. As they keep trying to talk to the kids, they create like a little ice slide. The day's over, and Endeavor talks with All Might saying, now I'm the number one hero. People still don't see me as that. They still see you as the symbol of peace. They still see you as a real hero, but they don't see me as one. He then asks him, what is a symbol of peace? After that, Todoroki and Endeavor talk. Endeavor says, Todoroki, Shoto, I'm gonna show you I'm actually gonna be the number one hero. I promise you. After that, everyone is trying to decide. Momo's gonna play keyboard. We learned that Bakugo takes drum lessons when he was a little kid. Tokugami's gonna play guitar, so is Kirishima. And we later see that Jiro is gonna sing. Mina then's like, hey, I could get some of the guys for, like, a dancing performance. Mirio and Deku go back to the hospital and see Eri. Aizawa then says, hey, why can't we take Eri to the school festival? Nothing bad's gonna go wrong over there. Aizawa talks to the principal and Eri's alright. As everyone is continue practicing, we later see Mirio come over with, Eri. As everyone says hi to Eri, everyone's taking a break. So basically Mirio is taking her around everywhere, saying everyone's preparing for the school festival. Everyone has their own thing, a shop, everything. And then we see the one character that I hate, Monoma, saying again how he's superior. We later then see that someone else knocks him out, and then the guy's like, oh, by the way, the reason I knocked him out, Kendo is not here. She's entering a beauty pageant due to her, since people saw in the commercial. Deku's like, there's a beauty pageant? And then Mirio's like, oh yeah, I can show you who the runner-up was. We later see about the runner-up was Najiri. Najiri entered, Kendo entered, and one of the people from the last year's winner. So now we know about some things. Class 1A is doing a performance. Class 1B is doing a play, basically Romeo and Juliet and some other stuff. I don't really know what it's called. There's a beauty pageant. the support class is basically thinking about selling some, more gadgets. As everyone is still talking, it breaks over and Deku goes back. Mina then tells him, "Sorry, Deku, you're out of the dancing group." As they keep practicing, Aoyama's like, "Hey, we could at least do something else besides you guys just playing instruments." One of them suggests is Oyama to be a disco ball due to his when we all saw his room. So Deku's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could hold you up and you could be a disco ball." As they all agree on it, we meet someone else on video basically robbing a place. His name is Gentle Criminal, and the person holding a camera is a small girl with pink hair, pigtails, called La Brava. Basically, a new, criminal. As everyone is relaxing the day before the festival, Deku accidentally clicks on one of his videos. And we later see that the police are still trying to track him down, but they have no source. Labrava then explains her background as saying how no one really liked her, and that whenever she confessed, she explained how she's been stalking him for a couple of days. She stayed on the computer non-stop until she found Gentle Criminal. With her little experience of hacking, she was able to find his address and be his servant. He really didn't mind. He really didn't mind her being a servant. As the rope is about to break back at the festival, Deku's like, "Okay, tomorrow morning I'm gonna go to a shop." Leota's like, "Deku, all the shops are closed at that morning," and Deku's like, "No, there's like a 24-hour convenience shop that opens really early at around 8 o'clock. I'll go there, buy some rope, come back, then we can do our performance." Everyone agrees. As the night goes, Deku wakes up pretty early. Sorry, I need to stretch. Deku wakes up early, goes down to the shop, gets the rope, and accidentally walks into Gentle Criminal La Brava. As Gentle Criminal is talking to Deku, Deku's like, "Wait, I've heard this voice before." He then realizes it's Gentle Criminal. As they go in to attack him, we later see Gentle Criminal basically that thing, basically a wall, that I really don't know what it's actually called. Deku then starts chasing him to arrest him and basically take him down. As he's doing that, he got something new from Mei Hatsune, a glove that could shoot air. Since he was training with All Might, that shooting wind at 20% really helped. As he's doing this, La Brava is basically just videotaping everything. We later see Gentle Criminal's past, how he actually attended UA and that he really didn't know how to control his quirk. And he failed the promotional exam 4 times in a row. At that point, he basically gave up on becoming a hero. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna make it." After a few years, he sees his friend. It's like, hey, you actually started your agency. His friend's like, "Who are you again? I don't remember you." As he's going home or coming home, he uses his quirk to save a person, but it backfires a bunch. He almost killed a person. His mother is then just like, "That's it. I can't take care of you anymore. You almost killed a man. Leave immediately." Later on, La Brava shows up and they become his assistant. As he's about to be arrested, we later see La Brava's quirk, Love. Basically, if she puts it on a person, they gain strength. I don't know. It was only used once. As they're both down, Ectoplasm appears with Guard Dog and arrests him. Ectoplasm's like, hey, Deku, you're covered in scratches. We gotta get you back. Your performance is almost on. You gotta go to recovery girl and get healed. You know? He's then like, oh wait, I have to go back to that shop. I left my rope. Ectoplasm and Deku get the rope and then go back to UA. Everyone is just saying, where's Deku? Where's Deku? We're about to go on stage. Deku appears and says sorry he was late. Mirio and Aries start watching the whole performance. We see Aries smile for the first time. Class 1B does their performance. The beauty pageant goes on. Everyone handing in their votes. The support class shows off their case. Aries had a fun time, and Deku gives her a candy apple until she could come over again. After that, everyone's like, putting everything away from the school festival. And the jury got number one. Until the end of the episode, Deku is asleep in his room. As he opens his eyes, we see 3 to 5 the other 6 people who were able the other 6 people who held One for All before Deku. We see now Shamora, All Might's successor, and some others. As they look, Deku looks in front and sees All for One and his brother. Basically, him giving him All for One for All. Then we hear him say, "You're the ninth." Deku wakes up, or hits his mirror, then wakes up. We later see the veins again, like when he first started using One for All. The episode ends to say, to be continued in Season 5. So now we have Season 5 coming. We don't know when it's coming. The only thing we know is that there's something else with All for One that we don't know yet. Unless manga readers know it. I really like this season a lot. Sorry I missed like a bunch of major details. It's just that I had to do the video today. I went somewhere yesterday. 9 out of 10. I still like this series. I just want to see how it ends. I want to see what was the whole point of that. What was that dream about? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified. Also hit the bell. If you have any animes you want me to watch, put it in the comments, and I'll see you all later. Bye.